Good morning, girlfriends. TGIF to you. It is, thank goodness it's Friday again already. Boys, and even the weather is changing so quickly. As I was getting ready this morning, the fog was so thick out there, and now it's finally clearing away. Things happen when they happen fast, and that's just the way God works in our lives sometimes too, I find. I was just thinking that, this is harvest time, and it's been harvest time as throughout the summer. I remember going and picking strawberries and putting them down in the freezer so I could have those for winter. And I was blessed to be able to go pick some apples at 2 different places, actually, so I could put different kinds down in the freezer to have those for winter as well. Excuse me. And some squash. That's my favorite vegetables. I love squash. And I made some applesauce and put those down in the jars. And, the potato trucks have been driving up and down this road just like crazy in the last few days. So they're trying to get everything in that they can get in. And we've had actually gorgeous weather, like I've said before. But I was talking to this, he's a minister over in Uganda, and he was saying that he wished that he could have some apples. He missed having those. He was saying that they are too, he can't get them because they're too expensive over there, and they would have to be brought in. And that just made me think that how even those small things like that we take things for granted over here. I've always said that I'm very blessed that God planted me where he did. There might not be a lot of excitement going on per se as being able to do things, but I'm so thankful because we don't have the hurricanes and the tornadoes and the floodings like they do in different places. Oh, I'm so thankful. And he was saying that, there's only 2 types of weather over there. It's either sunny or it's raining. And we get to enjoy the 4 seasons around here, the spring, summer, fall, and winter. So, to some people, they've never experienced that, so they wouldn't know what we're talking about. They might see it in pictures, but that would be about it. And as I was outside walking around yesterday around my yard, I was collecting different bright colored leaves so that I could add them, so I could add real leaves into my fall decorations in the house here. And I just thought that would be a nice little touch. So anyways, it was there. I just love the vibrant reds and the oranges and the yellows. But the reds are really my favorite. So when I get up each morning, I love to come to my favorite chair and just sit here in my chair and see what God has to say. That's how I start my morning as I'm sipping on my coffee. I just like to listen to what God may have to say and how he will guide me and direct me in my day. And I'm asking him for a word, and he places things in my spirit and on my heart, things that that he feels it should be talked about. And here's another surprise I was thinking, and it's so minute, but I thought, I'm going to put on a necklace this morning, and I'm thinking, I dug this thing out, and I thought, well, where in the world did that come from? Because I really don't remember having it. But isn't it funny how things will get maybe resurface from the bottom up to the top, and it's just like a little surprise, and I love surprises, so I thought that was kind of funny. I chuckled at that. And now I'm finding each morning too, or even in the evenings, as I was outside last night, it was a beautiful day yesterday, but boy, when it drops, and there's really a crispness in the air. And there was this morning too. And we've had some really beautiful days. So not everyone may have the same perspective on life, as others do. To think that some people are blessed as they may see themselves. Even though, like I said, where I live, I'm blessed to be here. And what I mean is that some people may see that they're blessed because of what they have, or the big, beautiful home that they live in, or the nice vehicles they drive, the pools in the backyard, whatever. And that's what they may call or think that they're blessed. And their neighbor down the road or across the street or whatever may not, it may not look like that they have anything. And, I was thinking about that too, that just because when you're looking from that perspective, you look at the outside of things and what's in their yard, it doesn't mean that they're not blessed, or, that they might not, that they have much, because maybe they do. I look at it this way. I've learned to be thankful for life. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for the air that I breathe. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for salvation. I thank God for everything that He's done in my life. And I was just thinking, can you think of maybe even 7 things off the top of your head what you're thankful for today? Things that maybe God's done in your life that you can give Him the glory for. Like, I just named 5 things right off the top of my head. Knowing Jesus is the most important thing to me. Having some great friends to hang around with is a blessing as well. And did you know it's a blessing to be able to give your time to others, to give your friendship to others, to give money or food to people who are in need, however that giving may look like to you. Giving a vehicle to help someone out to get on their feet. And I remember, it's been quite a few years ago that I helped out one of my children one time to get started in life, and I was able to do that so that they could get their feet under them. And it's just such a good feeling. And last night as well, I was able to do the same thing again. The vehicle wasn't doing me it was no purpose to me, so I gave it to a young person, and they're going to strive and work on getting their driver's license and just fix some things up on it the way that they would like to. So I'm thankful that I was able to do that for that person. And I'm thankful to be able to do these videos, to see so many people all around the world, different people who watch them. And what a great way to meet new people and to see new faces. Like, whoever would have thought maybe years ago that, I could be speaking to somebody in Uganda. To me, that amazes me. I might not see him face to face, but just through Messenger. And did you know that we're also called to help the widows and the orphans? And that's scriptural. We need to help the orphans and widows. And I find now that not as many people in these days reach out to help others, like your neighbors down the road or whatever. They could drive right past and see you struggling doing something, and they wouldn't even think twice about it. Where years ago, I remember when my dad would tell me where, people in the community, they would all get together on a weekend, and they would help somebody put up a barn or put up a house for that matter. Everybody just came together. And I thought, what a beautiful thing that was, that people all came together. Families don't do that. People don't do that anymore, I guess. And here we are, just only a couple of weeks away, if that. I always lose track of time, but those who have family will be coming together and sharing laughter and hopefully a good meal. Hopefully the one who's putting on the meal is a good cook and you'll be enjoying a good meal. But it's those special times that means the most, when we're so blessed to have family. And we need to also remember, because there's some people that don't have family, and we need to remember them in our prayers, that to lift them up, because there's some people that might not even have a home or a place to lay their head. And I know what that was like, and I'm going to say it's been 19 years ago that my girls and we lost our home, house fire, and we didn't know where we were going to lay our head. We really didn't know. So it was a good friend of mine who I worked with. She kind of took things into her own hands and helped us out. And in the end, my good friend, she opened up her home to my 3 girls and I for 7 weeks, and we stayed with her. So, there's people who at this time are facing all these floods that are going on, and some of their family may have been lost. So you never know when we turn our perspective around and we think of others instead of ourselves, we might just realize that of all the things that we truly have to be thankful for. And not only in this season, but all year long, we should be thankful. So I was just thinking too, that if each and every one of us could reach out to even just one person this week before the week's out and do an act of kindness, do something for someone, what a blessing that would be to that person. And to me, it blesses the person who's the giver, who does things. It also blesses your heart as well. And we live in a country, like I said, that we should be really thankful for. We should be doing more and more reaching out for others, to others, and not expecting anything in return. So girlfriends, let that be our goal before the week's out, to do something for someone that that you could be a blessing to, or would be of service, or whatever that could be, whatever it looks like. And I was just thinking that in the end, I just wanted to remind you that in the end, you too will be rewarded, because it's, like I said before, it's just, it melts your heart when you can do something that you can step out and do for somebody else that would be a blessing to them. And it could be as little as taking a casserole or something to somebody's family who may be in need. Maybe they've lost a loved one, or it could be just giving some clothes away that you don't wear anymore, that maybe there's a single mom or something that's struggling, or going in and giving her a hand and watching her children for a while because she doesn't get a break. Whatever the scenario is, that is what we call showing the love of Jesus and being his hands and feet extended. And that's what I am going to focus on, because I know this is Friday already, so I'm going to focus on doing something for somebody. And I know I have a special little person that's coming for a sleepover. It's one of my grandchildren, and maybe we'll do some fun things. I'm sure we will. We'll do some crafts and we'll do some fun things. And you never know what the day is going to hold, do you? So I just speak blessings over you, girlfriends. And I just pray that it would be on your heart to make it a goal, make it your purpose to reach out to someone in the next few days and bless them with something. Amen. Until next time, be blessed and know that you are loved and highly favored.